All right, guys, we are back. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. I'm just going to listen to the broadcast long enough to hear what I'm saying. All right, mute that, and we're going to get going here. I have made a few changes to my mod setup in FS22. I have shut off everything to do with Contracts Plus, field leasing, field information, anything like that, because I was getting some really nasty um, misfiring of contracts and things like that. I tried to do a few contracts the other day, and the field numbers don't match up to what the contracts say. So, and if you look at some of the maps, I ran into one especially. Let me get up to the map here. I was up in the neighborhood of field 11, right up here. My contract said it was on field 11, but when I took my equipment up there, the contract wouldn't work. So it said this reserved for contract work, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I shut off the field leasing, and now it seems to be working. So don't run the field leasing program on this unless you know it works because it can mess up a lot of stuff. I wish it would work because it would be phenomenal, but yeah, I just can't justify using it at this point since I've had so much trouble getting this going. Let's see. So what I've done is I have taken a bunch of contracts because I'm waiting for everything to grow. So I've taken a bunch of baling contracts. So that's primarily what I'm going to be doing today. So I hope I don't bore everybody to tears. But we're going to get this stuff going. And field 35, that's right below my house, I believe. So we're going to do that one first. And they all go to the hay. Nope, that goes to the biogas. That goes to the haystack. That goes to the haystack. And that goes to the bales. Okay, so the way the contract system in FS22 works is if you have two of them that go to the same location, like the haystack and the haystack, these two here go to the haystack, they will simultaneously deliver product for them. No matter if you bring them singly or not, they'll simultaneously deliver them. I've never had a problem with the contracts both finishing like they should. You just get some weird messages like you get 35% on this one and 25% on this one, even though you're working on one field only. It, it works out in the end. It just is really strange. I've never really had much trouble with it. So, um, for the time being, I'm going to put it on 3 times speed just to get a little bit more motion out of the game. And where is, I can never remember which button this is on. It's on this one. So we're going to go put it on 3 times and I'm going to save it. And we're going to get going on this contract. So let's look at the map just to make sure where I'm going. I believe it is, yep, field 35 is right below my house. So we'll do that one first. And which other one was going to the haystack? This one, I believe. Nope, that's going to sail haystack. So field 20. Field 20 is do do do. 19, 18, 19, 20. Go up there. Okay. So we'll do those two first, and we'll get those going. Unfortunately, I had my uh, delivery point set right here in the yard, and there's too much equipment. So now we have to go down to the shop to get the rest. Um, yeah, so we're going to make a trip down to the shop, get the other mower, and grab what we can. And then I'm going to go down to the field, and I'm going to just reset the shop point to that point, and then just reset all the equipment instead of running back and forth 100 times. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up. And field 35 is right here. You can see I fixed this edge just a little bit. And I'm going to lock it to June display for trees because I don't like the flickering in the background. Let's see, where is that one? Fixed visual month. We're going to set it to, we'll set it to June just to get rid of the flickering in the back. All right, now we're going to go ahead and park this for just a second. I'm going to put a reset point right here. So we're going to put a shop delivery point, and then we are going to go into the menu and fix my camera drift. Oh, it didn't fix it. Okay, you can see my camera's drifting down really slow. It's something to go do with my controller. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and get all of that equipment reset up here. Shop. The original shop is right here. So let's see. We need... Oh, that's my tractor. Where's the other shop? I bet you it's right here. Yep. Okay, 4900. We'll reset that one. And I could go just get this stuff, but being there's so much of it, I'm just going to reset it. And you can not like it if you don't want to, because I don't feel like running 5 trips down to the shop, even though it's right at the base of this field, which I just realized. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this patch mode, and then we can move our equipment. And I need to make a quick change on YouTube here real quick. There we go. Oh. Right, and let's go ahead and get the mower going. Actually, what I'm going to do, let me think for just a second. I think I'm just going to pull all this equipment up into my yard temporarily. That way it's out of my way and I can work. And I don't have to worry about hitting it when I'm mowing, or it causing me issues. So we're just going to pull it up here in the yard so I can use it easily enough if I can talk English this morning. Alright, so we're going to park that there. Go. Go, I say. There we go. Okay. And this is all leased equipment or borrowed equipment because I don't have the funds to buy everything I need to do baling. So I want to reserve what I have for the actual running of the farm. So, and if I do all these baling contracts, it's going to give me about 100,000. So that'll give me another cushion that I can work with. And I don't mind baling contracts where you have to bale it, ted it, windrow it, wrap it, deliver it. I don't mind those at all. It gives me something to do and when I'm waiting for my crops to work. And I realize it's probably not going to be the most exciting stream to watch, but work's got to be done, regardless if it's exciting or not. So we're just going to do it. Baler, you're next. I'm surprised they gave me a Valtra as borrowed equipment. Usually they give you a John Deere or a Case or something like that. I like the Valtras. I always have. It was in fact the first tractor I ever owned in Farm Sim. When I started playing, I think it was 17 before I started. I owned the Valtra and I love it. But now I've found the Dutzfar Bull in a modded version. And it's 700 horsepower and it's just a tank. So I really like that one much better for my big tractor. So you'll be seeing me purchase that eventually. It's just that right now it's $200,000 modded version, and I just don't want to spend $200,000 on a tractor right now. So let's see, I should have a mower, and I think the wrapper is still down there. Yep. Wrapper outer, then we'll get busy mowing. Now this field does have a couple poles in the middle of it. Unfortunately, the developer decided to put power poles through the middle of several fields instead of rerouting them around the fields. So, and they do have collisions on them. So you hit them and you aren't going anywhere. One thing I wish they wouldn't do in these where you have such big equipment, because it makes it very, very hard to maneuver the equipment. C'est la vie, as they say. And get this backed in. Out of the way. Alright, let's get mowing. this field is at a pretty steep angle, so um, the mower doesn't like a couple different areas, but it works okay as long as you don't have a massive mower. I usually use the John Deere Batwing mower. I don't remember what the official name of the mod is called, but it's a Batwing is what I call it. Let's see, get both of those unfolded. Come on, unfold the front. Thank you very much. Get up here on the top edge. And we're going to go ahead and start her up, drop her down, start her up, drop her down, and get to mowing. We got a lot of work to do. Alright, and along this edge, I'm going to go up above the pole. Hopefully my Batwing can fit through here. I hope this one can. Yep. I don't know if my windrower is going to fit, though. But that's okay. I'll work around it with the windrower and the baler. If I have to, I'll grab my bucket and shove the grass around so I can get it where I need to because of the poles. But we're going to be working mostly on mowing today. Just going to go slow on the first headland, and then I'm going to kick up the speed because the fence posts and super speed don't get along well in my gaming. So we're going to just go this way. And yeah, get this all done, and then we're going to move on to the next field and just keep going. And for those of you that might be interested, I will be streaming with Nick the Hick later this afternoon, if he's feeling well enough to stream. He's been having a few not so good feeling days, so we're hoping he stays healthy and gets going. And yeah, I'll be there, and then hopefully tonight, if my friend is around, Anna B. Meyer, will be over on her Twitch channel, Anna_B_Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R, and we'll be doing some mapping streaming. So hopefully we'll be going strong on streaming all day today. Between me and Anna and Nick, we'll be doing some good content for you guys to watch. If you guys want to see some fun multiplayer FS22, check out Nick the Hick. His crew and are really good friends, and they all pick on each other constantly, and yeah, we have a blast when we do his streams. Come on, Bessie. Oh, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to use my big tractor to get up this hill when I pull this baler. Ugh. Yep. That baler's going to suck a lot of power, and I don't think this tractor's going to have enough. Okay, let's do Alt-0 and kick her in the butt and get her going. Just gonna go around this best I can. Oh, turn. Tractor doesn't turn very quick. That's okay though. So one thing I like about the Dudesfar Bull is it has a very sharp turning radius, which you don't see in a lot of the big tractors. I'm sure it's partially modded, but it's still a wonderful mod to play with if you're interested in big tractors and not having to use the big Steigers and the tracked tractors and things like that, because you can get it with tracks, but it has dualies, singles, and it is just a phenomenal tractor. It's made by Chaos Dad if you're looking for it. It's called the Dudesfar Bull Multicolor by Chaos Dad 48. I think his number is, I'm not quite sure, but I know it's Chaos Dad. If you look for it on the mod hubs. And if I get enough money out of this, I may buy myself one, because of the fact I will have to have just that and not the Fendt anymore. Not a huge fan of the Fendt. Decent tractor, just don't like Fendt. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch to the Fendt just to get myself up this hill. Which horsepower does this tractor have? That is the Valtra I think that's a medium tractor, though. 'Cause I don't think Valtra has a large in here. There's my Dudesvar Fire Bull multicolor. Chaos Dad 1418 is the author. Dudesvar Fire Bull Series 9 by Chaos Dad 1848 or 1418. I don't see a Valtra. So they gave me a medium tractor to do baling with. All right, well, we'll continue to mow with this. Hopefully the mower will do decent. Otherwise, I'll have to switch over to my Vario, and because that has a lot more horsepower. Whoops, I never did check to see what the actual horsepower was in this. I'm going to say it's the Valtra right here, T-Series. So we're looking at 271 horsepower maximum, or if we go the Q Series, 305. 300, I don't think this is a Q Series, though. It doesn't look like a Q Series. Q Series is much blockier than that. It looks more like the T. So I'm going to actually switch right now since I'm really close to the house. I'm going to drop off both of these mowers, turn off, and drop you. Drop you. Come on, let go. Really? I need to fold it? Raise it up. Now I have to fold it just to drop. Oh boy. All right, let's do this then. Get my Mario. It might work better than this little tiny Valtra. Excuse me. My throat is still giving me a little few issues this morning. Not horrible, but just a few. All right, so where's my Vario? Over here. Even my Massey. Is that my 8S? Yeah, my 8S would have more power than that thing did. So let's go over here and get the Vario. Double check I've upgraded this. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for 230,000 for a Fendt power level. Nah, we'll pass. Okay, so large tractor. Mine has 296 horsepower. What does my 8S has 305, so there either one is the same. Let's just see how the Fendt does. See how the Fendt fares compared to the Valtra. And this is why I did the redo on the yard, because it's just makes more sense than having 18 billion tiny little sheds that hold 5 things. And you know, I'm sure that's probably standard over in Europe, but like I said, I'm from the US, so it doesn't make sense to me to have a cluttered yard like that with, you know, 15 different sheds that hold 5 pieces of equipment each, or 2 pieces of equipment each. It just doesn't make sense. All right, let's go. Unfold you, start you, drop you down. All right, everybody's running again. Let's see how this one fares going up and down the hills. If it still gives me issues, I'll go ahead and work on getting myself a bowl that I can use. Get back just a little bit so you guys aren't deafened by the sound of the tractor. And you're not going to see me doing perfectly straight rows on these fields, because I don't use GPS and I don't worry about having perfectly straight rows. I'm harvesting or planting or whatever. I just do whatever it takes to get it done. So, for those of you that absolutely have to use GPS, more power to you. I just like free roaming. It's more enjoyable to me than worrying about all the technical things like precision farming and GPS and, you know, what does it take to do, what kind of yield am I going to get off a crop. I just do the farming. I don't mess with all the technical stuff. I'm going to do what I can to make it the most profitable I can, you know, like spreading lime and fertilizer and things like that. But, oh, even she's struggling going up the hill. Come on. Okay, we might have to borrow some money and get ourselves a bull just to get these jobs done. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Well, let's try to go straight across now that we've got the perimeter done. Let's see if we can get a little more done. All right, let's whip around. Okay, it seems to be doing okay on the side on the straight arrows, but the climbing that hill is giving it a rough time. And I don't know how high I can boost the can't talk, boost the horsepower on this tractor. I think it only goes up to like 305 or something like that. Or maybe 400. I don't know. I'd have to look. And I just want to get some mowing done, get it started, get going on this. Because it won't be long, it'll already be dark. It's already 7 p.m., so it'll take some time to get all this stuff done. This little tip off of here. Yep, even this one is struggling. Get this little chunk so I don't have to come back for it. Playing in my private game last night, and I saw a bull come up on the used equipment on for 97,000. By the time I got it set up where it was, I got it up to 120,000. So it was still 80,000 or 88,000 less than what I would pay for it new. But as soon as I purchased it, it dropped to $45,000 value and like 14% repair. So it ended up costing me like 160,000 to get it to back up into working condition and fuel and repair and everything. So I only saved like 30,000 off of it. So I'm not gonna buy much off the used equipment, because when you buy it, you lose like half your value off of it immediately, which I think is silly. You're offering it at a certain set of hours and things like that. You shouldn't lose half the value of the tractor immediately when you buy it. So used equipment is nice if you're starting out and you have no other option, but if you can possibly do it, keep buying new, because your losses are going to be ridiculous on buying the used equipment. So now I'm stuck with a tractor that I purchased for $180,000, and it's only valued at, or $160,000, and it was only valued at $45,000 now that I repaired it, got it up and running, because of the way the used market is set up in this game. So, yeah, I'm gonna drive it till it drops, because I don't have a choice. And plus, it gave me 35 hours on the tractor, so eventually it's gonna fail completely. So I'm going to lose money on that investment completely. Even if I drive it until it drops, it's going to lose money on that investment. So from now on, I'm only buying new equipment unless it's something that I absolutely need and cannot afford to do. And then I might do contracts until I can afford it. So, yeah. Get this done. And I don't have any music set up or Spotify or anything like that set up so we can listen to music in the middle, so it's going to be a pretty boring stream. I will try to talk when I can, but there's a lot of times that I run out of things to say, so it's just, instead of rambling, nonsensically, I'm going to be just doing the work sometimes, unless I get people in the chat to chat to. So, which I know is not always easy to do because I can't watch chat while I'm working a lot of times. I will do the best I can, but I want to get the work done. All right. We're going to go through and mow all the fields, then we're going to come back and ted them all, because I think everything needs to be tedded, but we'll double check, make sure. So, the first one, of course, it's got to save the game again. Let's see, first one is, we're on this one right here, so that one needs to be, make it into hay bales and sell it. This one is hay bales and sell it. This one is ted it, bale it. Why do I have a wrapper? Which one gave me the wrapper? That's the sorghum field that I have. Okay, there's the wrapper one. So I'm actually using the equipment for this contract on the rest of the contracts because I have the baler and the wrapper. But all of these are just mowing and tedding and then baling. This one is the silage. So we're going to go ahead and do all of the mowing at one time, get it all done, and raise it up, turn it off, fold it, switch to the back, raise it up, turn it off, fold it. Okay, so next field goes to, zoom out here a little bit. So it's up to field 20. So I need to go down the bottom of the hill, take a left, and then follow this road up. No, wait. Where's the bridge go? Bridge, I have to go here. So up around here, take a right at the thing, go down here to cross the river. Okay, or let's see, how do I get there? This is what I hate. He has so few bridges going across this main area that you can't get across without going a long ways out of your way sometimes. Guess we'll go here and then cut across and then back up, which is why I've been resetting a lot of the equipment because it takes a lot of time to keep going. Whoops, I gotta go the other way because my exit's over here. It takes a lot of time to go around all the areas with the equipment. So you'll probably see me doing that a lot for anything outside this central circle. Let me show you. Anything outside this central area, you're going to see me doing resetting because the paths to get there are such winding, long, and out of the way paths that I'm going to be resetting a lot of the equipment because I spent 3 hours the other night on my private game and I ended up getting nowhere because I was constantly trying to figure out my way through and go around this way and go around that way, and then I'd go the wrong direction, and it was just, yeah, it was very tough. It actually gave me thoughts of maybe quitting this map, and I don't want to quit this map because I like it. So maybe we'll make it across here without too much hassle. But even now, I'm going south when I need to go east. So let's see, can I get this way and get back where I need to go? Because I need to go up here. And again, I'm going south. Now, is there a road going here? Yes, there's a highway. Okay, so stop. Let me look at the map real quick. So we are where? I lost track of where I'm at. Came out of my yard, out of there. I'm here. Where did I go? That's not me. That's the crystal. Did I go? Okay, where am I at? I'm right next to field 58. Wow. 58, 58. Oh, so see, I'm way down here now by just trying to get to where I need to be, and I need to be way up here. Okay, so take the highway, then skirt around the back side. Actually, take a left here and then try to get a path that goes here and then go back around the back side of this and then up here. And it's going to take me a while, guys. Sorry. Like I said, the pathways are very winding and very hard to navigate in this map sometimes. And you think you're going the right way, then all of a sudden, uh-oh, I'm going the wrong way again. Let's see, if I go this way, I'm going to go back across the river, but I'm going to go back across the river and go north again. Actually, can I get over there? Or does that go across the river too? Grr. That does not cross the river, so let's go back on the other side of that. And you're going to see me doing a lot of wrong directions here. Especially anything outside that main circle, because it's just very, very convoluted road system. Now, can I go north for a while, please? Thank you. So once I get this piece of equipment up there, I'm going to set my shop and just reset the rest of the equipment, so I don't spend half the stream running equipment back and forth and getting lost. Alright, so now, do I need... No, that's a field road, okay. Okay, I can't see anything. Take this and cut east and see if we can go right up alongside this area here and going north between 29 and 30. Alright, so we're on the right road finally. Jeepers creepers. As soon as I get across the river, I'll have to go back west again, but that's just a short jaunt, I believe. Looks like there's a road that runs right along there too, so should be able to see what we're doing. Okay, so now across the bridge. Looks like there's a road going somewhere here. Or is it this one? Nope. This is where my field is that I need to mow. Okay. Alright, so let's get this mowed. I'll switch back to third person so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is a fairly big field once again. Switch to the front mower, unfold it, lower it down, start it up. Back to that one, lower it down. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our headland. Looks like this is going to be giving us a few troubles too, because this is very steep also. Yep, I think I'm going to have to increase my horsepower in this one. Come on, Bessie, you can do it. Let's go. Get up to the top of the hill and then we'll start going the long ways. Actually, I might start a worker so I can start picking up the grass on the other field once I get the hedgerows done. Even though I know the worker's probably not going to do a very good job on it because of the crookedness of the field, but that's okay. We're not too worried about that. I just have to give him this cushion that he can slow down. I might actually turn off high speed for this one because of the fact it does not brake quickly enough sometimes, and they get caught on fences and things. So we'll just let him go normal speed probably. this field was a lot wider than this. Maybe I'll just do it myself. I'm very indecisive when I play this game. Number one, I don't want to spend the money of workers. That's the whole point of doing all these contracts, is to get extra money. And workers get fairly expensive when you're doing it. So we're just going to keep going. I'm going to check something really quick. Okay, so currently I do not have a loan out. How much does a bull cost, just for giggles? A large tractor. And I know it's the very last one. The bull, 255, but that's base game. Base game is 350, so if I bump it up to the 705, it adds 20 grand. So you're looking at 275,000 for a powerhouse of a tractor. And we're gonna put weights on it, which adds 2,000. You know what? We're gonna take a loan out to do this and then sell the other tractor, this vent I'm using, because it's very, very quick to do this, and I won't have any trouble going up and down the hills. So bear with me while I get these changes done. Change to the tractor setting here, and we will go to finances. We're going to take out a $275,000 loan. For the new tractor, and then we're going to put the money that we get from the Fendt back towards the tractor. Let's see, big tractors. Go to the Chaos Dad. And I'm rather partial to 20,000 wheel weights. Nope, I don't want twins. I want wheel weights. Okay, and I'm rather partial to the Beckman Blue for tractors. It's understated, but it's really sharp looking. Okay, so 278,000. Okay, so keep that figure in mind, and we'll pay it off when we get the chance. So buy, yes. Okay, now let's go ahead and get this disconnected, and I'm going to sell the fence and apply that money. Lift this one up. Come on, lift it up. Fold it up. Oh, fold it up. So I can disconnect it and drop it. It's silly. Anyway, alright, let's sell the Fendt. Buy Fendt, you've been good. Vehicle sales. Medium tractor. Nope. Large tractor. Fendt. So we're going from 296 horsepower to 705 just by that. And the sale of the Fendt is almost going to cover a good portion of this. Now look at this. This is interesting. I just paid $278,000 for this tractor, and the value has dropped almost 50, well, 50, 278 minus 222, brains. So almost $40,000 just by buying the tractor, which is insane. So I don't know if that's like that in the real life, but whatever. So we're going to apply 190,000 of my money to the bull payment, to the loan payment. So that will take a great big chunk off of it, and then we'll work off the rest. So we're going to sell that, and then we're going to go back to our finances, and we're going to pay off 190,000. So $275,000 loan. Sorry, my brain is not working well today. So let's figure this out real quick. 275,000 is my loan, and I want to pay off 190. 275. It's 190. So I want to pay it down to 85,000. So repay. We're gonna go to 85,000. Okay, there we go. We put the cost of the value of the Fendt onto this tractor. I absolutely love this tractor. And it's probably one of the only tractors I'm going to have to ever buy of the larger size, because it has more horsepower than almost every tractor on the game. So, and I love the maneuverability of it. So I have zero problems maneuvering where I need to go and doing everything. Oh, unfold. Drop you down. Start you. Start. Can I start you? No, don't fold. Drop you down. Alright, there we go. Now let's go. Now I should be able to make these hills with zero problems. And hold 0 to get going. And again, this is the Dudesfar Bull Series 9 by Chaos Dad 1418, I think his number is. You'll find it on the internet mod hub. If you look for it, that's what you have to look for, is Dudesfar Series 9 or Dudesfar Bull. You can search for it, you'll find it. But you can see these hills are not giving me any trouble now. Matter of fact, I'm almost going so fast it's hard to control. So, let's slow her down just a hair. And I'm able to mow at 30 miles an hour. Which I know is unrealistic, and yeah, I've said before, this is not going to be a realistic series. So I'm really not worried. It stopped being realistic the minute I turned on the real speed mod. So we're just going to get stuff done. Okay. So now the true test of this tractor is I'm going to back down this hill all the way to the bottom and dead start, stop fully, and we're going to climb the hill with the mowers running and everything and see how much drag it has. Nothing. Okay. Yep, it was a good investment. Very, very good investment. So yeah, so my plowing issues are over. You know, all the hills that I own, I don't have to worry about the hilly farmland or anything. This will pull it up, pull plows and everything through it. So, yeah, very, very good investment. And I know it's not John Deere or Case. To tell you the honest truth, I get so tired of hearing people saying I'm mean green, I'm all red, or I bleed red, blah, blah, blah. It gets old really fast. I use whatever is efficient in the game. And, yeah, I just use whatever's the most efficient. I don't care if it's red, green, purple, blue, pink. I could care less. As long as it gets the jobs done quickly, I don't care. Plus, this tractor is darn sharp looking. And with twins on, she looks just fierce. I don't need twins for this, though. I'll put twins on if I ever do planting or things like that, just to give the extra traction. But, or I should say when I do planting, because I have fields to plant soon. Turn around here and do the last swipe or so. Then we'll drive to the next one. I think this is going to be my starting tractor no matter what game I play from now on. Unless I start with old equipment like Nick the Hick did in his last series. Unless I start that way, and this is going to be my goal to go to this. As it is such a versatile tractor and ready to go. And I've actually pulled the flexi coil with these. I've pulled the big planters, the big John Deere planters. I've pulled the big Amazon planters, and it's done no problem whatsoever on any of those. So if you go 60 miles an hour and then expect it to not skid around, you're dreaming, because it will skid some. I will tell you that right now. You know, when you're going fast and you try to turn a corner, it skids, and it can, you know, go crazy. But it's such a good tractor. Okay, where are we off to now? I need to go to the next field to mow, and contract says we are. Let's see. I've got that one. So we've done 35, we've done 20. We have to go to 14, which is an easy jaunt for me. Just go back up here and catch this highway down. So we'll do 14. And then we need to go to 60, way down here in the bottom corner. All right, so let's go to 14. So I want to go right out of here, catch this logging road, and then take a right, and then take a left. Okay, so let's go here. Catch this logging road and take an immediate right and go up this way. And let's see what it looks like inside the tractor. Yeah. Inside the tractor. And then I need to go this way. Which way am I going? Right there. I need to go this way, back to the highway. And then left on the highway. But this tractor is very nicely detailed inside, as you can see. It's got working speedometers, working tach meters, everything, and it's just amazing. Alright, looks like I might have some canola ready to go, because I actually own field 16. Alright, so we're going to mow 14, then we're going to go do a little harvesting, because I got some stuff that needs to be harvested by the looks of it. And it's full of weeds, because I just bought that field. I didn't realize I owned 10 and 16 up here. Oh well. Let's just go ahead and get whatever we can done today. I plan on streaming for about 2 hours, so I need a break between the next one, before the next one. Okay, so 14 is this way. And yes, I'm going to go the wrong way around the circle. And I need to get into that fence right there, so I'm looking for an input. Is there an in through there? There is. Okay, so we'll go inside this fence. I think I can get in right here. No fence? Nope, no fence. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and quickly mow this one. Oh boy, these mowers are dirty already. That's the normal dirt settings. So, oops, back on. And then we let it unfold. Turn it on, drop it down, turn the front one on, drop it down, and keep moving. We got a lot of work to do. And since I turned the time up, it goes through the days very, very quickly, so I may slow that back down to 1 while I'm trying to get all this grass work done. Just because I don't want to have to work at night to do these, and I don't really want to lose the production of sleeping a day. But I will do what I can to get this through here. Get this all mowed. Get a second headland done. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the worker. And then I need to bring my harvester up to the canola fields that are ready. I think they're canola. It might be soybean for all I know. But I'm going to shut off high-speed mowing on this because of the fact that Actually, should I do that? Or should I bore you guys to tears doing all the mowing? Um, I don't like to have too many things going at once because then you end up um, losing track of where you are, and it's just blah. And I don't like course play because it's such a pain to set up nowadays. And 17 and 15, it was really easy to set up. Now it's just a complicated mess. Big farmers that have huge fields, go for it. Do it anytime you want. I'm not that kind of a person. If I was doing like a 16x, you bet your buns I'd use it. But doing this little map where the fields only take a few minutes to mow and plow, I'm not gonna use it. Nor am I gonna use GPS because these fields are so crooked. Just trying to straighten out this edge a little bit so I'm not going in circles the entire time, because it seems to go a little faster. It's probably just an optical illusion that it goes faster this way. But... Alright, let's go, lady. Oh, let's go. Get this done, and then we have field 60 to mow, and then we can do all the tedding. Icky. I might have to sleep before I do the mowing on 60 though, because by the time we get done here, it's going to be getting dark. Oh, it's too far. Camera angles in FS22 are hard to manage, at least in my opinion they are, because as you can see, I have to turn the tractor around quite a few times. Or tractor, oh my god. Turn the view around when I'm working with it. And the trees get in the way and stuff, so it's kind of hard to manage your camera views. But regardless, I'm whining again, so we're gonna just do what we can to keep going. And as you can see, it takes a little bit to stop this tractor once she gets rolling. But we will have this done in no time. Then we have to ted everything and windrow. So we're going to do these fields, some of them 3 times, some of them 4 times. But they did give us a decent sized windrower, so that won't take, or a tedder and windrower, so it won't take that long. When they give you the little Samas tedder and windrower, that it takes forever to get these fields done when they're bigger ones. Now if I was going real speed, then this would take a long time, but going fast speed, early so I can make the turn, otherwise I'd be down in the river. That wouldn't be fun, because then I'd have to use strongman to pull it out of the river. Because these rivers on this map are very deep. Okay, get you turned around here. Almost done with this field too, so we're whipping right through the fields. And the reason I'm doing things the way I am is because I just want to get all the mowing out of the way and then all the tedding and all the windrowing. It's easier than trying to drag all the equipment to each field separately. Um, because it's just, for me, it's a lot easier. I like to keep just orderly production. And doing multiple contracts and deliver to the multiple places or the same places in some regards, it doesn't matter in which order you do them. They're going to go in the strange order no matter which way you know, it's going to take for both contracts regardless of how you do it. So if you're careful, you can make sure you don't take them to deliver to the same place. I wasn't that careful. So I happen to know that they will deliver just fine, and you'll end up with product left over at the end like you normally do. It's just that it's kind of confusing which one's finished and which one's not. And then you have to remember not to return the equipment when you're doing like I am. Do not return the equipment when you're done, because if you're using it for multiple fields, then you're out your mowing equipment. So like I've borrowed the ones that on field 60. So doing field 60 last, I know I'm not going to get rid of the mowing equipment because of the fact that that's the one I borrowed. Plus it had the nicest and largest equipment for it. So it goes a lot easier. The other ones, for this field, I think they gave me the big Corona mower, the self-contained mower. But then they gave me the tiny little Samas, whatever it is. They gave me that windrower, and then they gave me a little tiny baler. I forget which one it was. So okay, we're done with this field. So we're gonna fold everything up, raise it up. Where's on the front one? Okay, and switch the bag, turn it off, raise it up, and fold it. Alright, so now which is the easiest way to get to field 60 from where I'm at? I'm up here on 14. So I'm going to go back here to catch this and go down, follow it down, keep moving southeast as much as I can. Yep. Alright, so I need to go back to this corner up here and get across the river and then go southeast. And then just keep going as far as southeast as I can. Oh, that's lime spread on a field. I thought that was a big concrete pad. I was like, what in the world? Oops, and already I've gone the wrong way. Brilliant, Nakara, come on. Okay, so I can't go this way, and there's no pathway around. Alright, so we're going to go back across the field, or bridge, and we're going to go back the way we came, and I'm going to switch to first-person view so I can see what I'm doing while I'm looking at the map. And we're going to go back towards town, and then we're going to figure it out from there. So let's go this way. Straight across. Up to where the greenhouse area is. And then we're going to head straight south. So this road right here is the one that we'll take. Oh, slow down. There we go. Alright, so this should take us down towards the... Whoa, into the forest. Okay. So we'll cut through the forest. Wrong way. We're gonna get hung up on some of the trees here. Where's my road? There isn't a road here. Great. Alright, fine. Okay, in a spot where I have to do a 90-point turn to get past these things. Seriously. Okay, fine. This way. Try not to go dunking in the river, because, yep, again, wrong way, Nakara. Hit the Rix here, and she's running with the flag. Alright, we're back on track now. So, can't go that way, cut across the river. I might make some cut acrosses, or put some bricks... put some bridges in, so I can get across some of these places. Alright, now this one. Does this go? Or I go too far? Yes, it's got a bridge down here. Okay. Jumping critters. I'm a professional farmer. Mm-hmm. This gets to be a rough ride on some of these roads. Okay, now I want to go, which way, which way? Doesn't matter, each one of them. Let's go this way. And I think there's a road that cuts south just before, right? No, because that's going to take me that twisty route, and I don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. This is what I mean about being a very convoluted driving path on this map. The roads are not very clearly marked, and they're very, very hard to navigate, I believe. Alright, so this will take me down across the river, and it should take me into the area. Yeah, like, you shouldn't be tractor deep in that water. Okay, so this will take me past the solar farm and out near my farm. Okay, so just across there, right up there is my farm. So now I want to continue to go south. So I'm going to go through my farm, I guess, and go out this way. Up on my farm here. And I'm going to go, whoa, not hit a rock, that's for sure. This way, go through the farm. Jeepers, creepers, it looks like I have a lot of equipment on my farm. Alright, go through here. Which, oh, airborne. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. Let's see, then we're gonna go south of here. Okay, so let's look at this really quick. Okay, so I'm on my main farm. I'm right here. So I need to go south to 60. So which way is the easiest way to get there? Go down out of here, out of this grass field we mowed first. Down here, catch the thing, and then go this way. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go out of here and then take a right at the shop at the base of that field. All right. Hi, farm. Bye, farm. Oh, and I put up I believe this is a straw storage thing here. Just to show you real quick. Animal protein warehouse. This is where I put my protein. So when it's done mixing in this red mixer, it's going to go over here for storage. And I also, quickly while we're here, put in a grass dryer over here. So I can put stray grass and get hay easily without problems. So those are the two changes along with the landscaping that I did to fix the area. Alright. Dirty little pig. Icky. Okay. Back we go. Back to work. We got one more field to go. Then I'll wash up the equipment and park it. The moors anyway. And by that time it'll be getting dark. So we're going to go this little cut through here. Which is my favorite little road now, because you avoid that twisting road going up and down the yard. And I want it to go right out of here. And then go straight across and catch this road back here. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna go this way. Up between these fields, and there should be a bridge down here that I can get across. Easy enough. Whoa. Okay, now I need to go either way around to get to the highway down here. Get off that guy's field. And we're just going to go straight across. So there's a road that goes between these fields. And we're at 60. Hey, that was not that bad. Okay. Works for me. Is there a fence? Nope, there's no fence. Okay, so we'll get this one mowed, and we will get it done. This is a fairly big field, so it's going to take me a little bit to get her done. And like I said, I don't have Spotify or any of those things set up yet to allow me to play music. Plus, I don't know exactly. Really, I'm not going to fold the equipment. There we go. I don't have it set up yet where I can actually play music during my streams, and I don't know what the copyright-free music is yet. I got to figure all that out. Plus, I can't pay for a service. I can't afford that, so it's got to be free, copyright-free music. But we will get that all figured out so we can have a little bit of background music. Or when I'm doing mundane jobs like this where I mow constantly. But with super speed, this is doing pretty good. A worker might actually do pretty good on this if I do quite a few rows on the end to give them turnaround space. Otherwise, they'll be right into the trees and everything else here on the first run. Being this is a fairly square field. At least portions of it are. Oops, that's a jig-jag. There we go. And I don't want to get too close to the trees, even though it would give me more harvest. I don't want to get hooked on these trees. When I come through with the large windrower and stuff, it'll make problems. Alright, one more hedgerow and then I'll start going straight around, or straight rows. Alright, so like I said, this bull is going to be my last tractor I buy of the large series, unless I need another one for worker to do something with. Because I'm going to try not to use too many workers on this playthrough because of the fact it costs a lot of money to do it. Alright, we'll slow down and we'll start going circles now, or straights. Can't see. Get out of the way, trees. And I don't know if it's just me or some settings I have, but the trees seem to be so solid, the leaves and things, you can't see anything through them, so it's odd. Usually you see trees in video games that have translucency to the leaves. These don't. They're like opaque. So I don't know if it's just the game or if it's a setting I have or what, but it makes it very hard to, you know, in 19 you had opacity to the leaves, and it was so nice because you could actually see through some of the trees easier. But you can't do that with 22. This little tiny tidbit here, and go. Okay, and I don't know how many of you people know, on this map there's a competition area where you can compete against your friends, baling and doing all the stacking. I don't even know what's all in there because I've never done it, but it's up in the northern half of the map. So you can do competitions and stuff, almost like they do for the farm shows and stuff. They do competitions on baling, stacking bales, doing all that stuff, plowing, all those different things. So I'll show you in a minute here where it's located, so if you ever play this map, you can do that with your friends if you want to. Alright, when I stop at the end of this row, I'll quick show you where that's at. Yeah, this field's not going to take long either. I get 46 miles an hour mowing. Alright, let's get whipped around and then I'll show you. Zoom. Turn. Get lined up. Alright, let's show you where that is. Competition area is way up here, right here. There's a competition area. I don't know exactly what's all inside there, but it's a huge competition area that you can do, compete against your friends. So it's kind of cool. I'm not a very competitive person, so I enjoy just the farming aspect of the map and getting the productions going and things like that. But there's so many productions on this map, you could play for years and never finish this map. Because you'd have every production depends on something else to be done. So, which is kind of nice. It kind of gets annoying after a while because you have to have so many products on some of them. Of course, we all have exactly what we want to play and different ideas, so our own version of what we want to play is our ideal game. And my ideal game is to do like base game, but add water to the animals, so it's realistic in that regard, and have it so you feed them the proper foods. You don't have to do protein feed and all this, because when we raised chickens and stuff on our farms back when I was a kid, all we fed them was cracked corn and a little bit of oyster shell to keep their gizzards working properly. And it wasn't, you know, mineral feeds and all these different things that they have nowadays. Maybe it's something that they found is a science that works well. I don't know, because I don't read farm journals and things like that. And if it is, then just make it simple so it works. So many games try to make it so complicated, or not complicated, they make it so detailed that it gets really complicated to play the game. And for those of us who like to play the simple one, then we end up getting burned out really fast. So, because we don't like to do all that stuff. I'm just glad they turned off, or made precision farming so you can turn it on and off. Once you start it, though, you can't turn it off as easily because it'll mess up information on your fields, but and they made seasons so you can have it on or off. And if you do seasons play, then you don't have to ted the grass 4 times. You don't have to do, you know, a bunch of stuff like that. Although Seasons Last in 19 was a wonderful invention, I loved it, but it again went overboard, where you had to do, like I said, ted the grass 4 times, and that took so much time, or 3 times, and it took so much time to get stuff done. So, only time I've ever seen farmers around this area ted their grass that they've mowed more than once is if it rained in between, or it's been a very damp night, like a heavy dew. Then they'll ted it again to get it dried out. But I've never seen them ted it more than once, maybe twice at the most, before they pick it up. Again, I'm not a farmer, so I might be talking total bull, but I've never observed that. Oh, slow down, Bessie. Alright, get this done, and then we'll go get our stuff. We actually might sleep just to get daylight again, so I don't have to work at night, because it's a pain to try and do the stuff at night. And it's almost 10 o'clock at night, so it'll be getting dark really soon. And it gets dark fast when it does. Alright, so get this done. Done with mowing, then we'll take a little break and take a look and see which fields of mine need to be harvested. Or maybe we'll do the little harvesting contract that we have, which is just a small field, and get that done so we get another 10,000. And by doing these contracts, I'll pay off the bull completely. So they're just nice, because I think I net about 15 or 16 off each one of these. Come on, slow down. There you go. So we'll have the bull completely paid off and back to 0 balance on our loan system, which will be nice. And then we can focus on getting our animals going, because that's the first thing I want to do, is get everything set up for the animals. So I may buy 1 or 2 more of these fields that are grass, just so I can get my silage and things going, because I do not want to do corn silage. Just do standard grass silage for now, or haylage, however they want to term it. And I have not put in the grist mill or any of the mods like that, so I'm trying to run this as simple as I can on mods. So I've shut off everything I possibly don't need to keep it running as smoothly as I can, after running into the problems last night with the contracts. I've just shut off everything I possibly can, even though I have like 150 mods in this folder. Get this done. Go around the corner here. And we've been streaming for a little over an hour. So we probably won't get all this grass work done in this stream, but I'll finish it up off camera. Or maybe I'll go for a 3-hour stream. Who knows? I never give myself a deadline. Because I might feel like playing 4 or 5 hours. Who knows? But I do have 2 other streams today, so I really don't want to put too many hours in streaming today. Alright. Get this done. And then we'll get hooked up and ready to go with the tedder. And I think we only have to TED 3 of the 4 contracts, I believe. I will double check though. I think this was one that needs to be just windrowed and wrapped. Windrowed, baled, and wrapped. Slow down, Bessie. Stripe I missed, I see. So we can shut off the mowers. We're done mowing. Hold you up and switch to the back one. Oops, don't want to turn on. I want to fold it. Alright, so now we get to go home and switch over to the tedder and make sure which ones we need to TED, because I don't think we have to TED them all. I'm going to catch this road going through here, and I'm going to switch to first person so we can actually see what we're doing. The highway and go through on this bridge that's coming up to the left a little bit. Then we'll be right back at our farm. So that would actually be a grass field that would be really good for us because it's a very short jaunt. Whoa, bridge! Didn't see it coming that quickly. Good thing there's a railing on it, or I would have right in the drink. That would have been good. Alright, so we are back on our way up to our farm. It's actually a really easy way to get to it. So I can save the close by fields for the harvester, because the harvester is kind of a hard thing to get through some of the roads. Oh, wow, I'm oversteering like crazy today. Alright, so we've got all this done. Now I think I'm just going to go ahead and sleep the night away, and then we'll start fresh with the tedding and things in the morning. So we will park these mowers, and I'll wash them just 'cause I don't like to have dirty equipment, even though it's not mine. Alright, so drop the back one, and then I will get the view straightened out, and turn around, and drop this one. wash this real quick, and then we're going to go sleep, and then we'll get set up to do the windrowing and things. If I borrow equipment, I'm going to wash it and make it look nice and pretty. Get this one? Yeah, I did. Okay. Nope, not the chainsaw. Let's go sleep. And I gotta go in here. Here to this front door. And sleep. We're gonna wake up at 6. Okay. And we had property income. Not sure what that was from. Probably from the solar panels? I think we have the solar panels. I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh, not that way. Get out of the barn. Jeepers creepers. Alright. Go back up to our farm here. Check on our chickens. Make sure. That's right. I don't have chickens in this farm. Not yet, anyway. So I was waiting for the protein feed to be made. Alright. So let's investigate and see which fields need to be tedded. Contract field. Okay, so this one is TED on 14, TED on 20, TED on that one, and that one's just grass. So TED on 14, 20, and 35. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get the tedder. Where's the tedder? Did they give us a tedder? Oh, that's right, because I'm using the equipment from there. So I got to rent or lease a tedder. Alright, so do shop right there, and we're going to go to the tedder. Because the field on field 60 didn't need tedding, so they didn't give us a tedder. Tedders, where are you at? Forge wagons, tedders. And since we need to do quite a few of them, I'm going to do a medium-sized one. What is this one? 8.79. 17. Is it to lease this bad boy? Lease 2100? Sure, we'll do that. Jump in here and go get this lined up. Okay, so all the fields but 60 need to be tedded. Okay, so grass field here needs to be tedded. This is probably overkill, but I want to get the tedding done as quickly as possible. Oops, I don't want to get that far out. Get lined up while that's finishing the last outline here. And this is going to prove interesting where there's poles, so we'll have to do that. Turn on, drop her down. Get up there so you don't miss that edge. And I may have to lose a little bit of stuff here because I can't TED. Oh, maybe I can. Raise it up, looks like back up decent. Drop it down. Get around this the best I can. Alright, let's raise it up again, see if I can back up and get this last little bit of tedding here on the pole. I know my windrow is not going to fit through here though, so we'll see. And whoop, get myself straightened out so my driving is at least straight, reasonably straight. It's tedded. Pole system. Yep. And can I get past that pole and the fence post? Get that done there. Okay. And run over the telephone pole. Works for me. Go up around. One thing I like about this tractor is it turns sharp enough so you can almost do a zero turn with your equipment. Okay, I'm going to get stuck there, so we'll just back up. Raise it up. And I'm up against the fence. So this is kind of a cock-ass way to do it, but that works. All right, let's drop down. Last little bit and turn sharp to get away from those fence posts. And I'm stuck on the fence. Grr. I hate fences with a passion. Alright, let's go this way, up around, get it away from those fences. There we go. Now I'm straight. Far enough away from the fence that I can get all these little bits. Just a hair. And there we go. Now we're back on track. Oh, gonna hit again. So my biggest complaint is the fence posts in the middle of the field and the fences everywhere on this map. And I understand it's probably realistic for France or wherever this is made, but it's still annoying. You're trying to maneuver equipment around them. Okay, there we got our first windrow done. And you'll see it, the going so fast with the windrowing, it does leave little patches that it doesn't do once in a while. So I try to go right around the 25-mile-an-hour mark when I'm doing tedding. Otherwise, it leaves chunks that it doesn't flip. Like it just did there, coming down that hill. So I'll have to go over it twice to make sure I get it. Not sure why it does that, but it doesn't like high speed. This last little chunk over here. Then I think I might just teleport all this equipment up to the other field instead of driving. Because of the fact, I got quite a bit of spots there that I have to go over again. I might just do the teleporting because there's a lot of equipment that I need to bring to different locations. And you've seen how well I navigate this map. Alright, this last little bit, then I'll get the bottom corner, and we'll be done tedding this one. Raise her up. Go through here, and I'm going to set this to about 15 miles an hour just to make sure the tedding goes smoothly the first run, so I don't have to go back and do it again. Actually, I'm just going to shut my speed off and just let it go normal speed for this portion, because otherwise I have to go back and I don't gain any speed. Sorry guys, but I can't go that slow. It drives me crazy. I'll just manage my speed at about 18. Should be good enough. Just make sure I get all the pieces. I could never be a real life farmer. I'd be wanting to go fast and everything. I'd be losing yield constantly if I was doing harvesting. Maybe it'd be different though if I was actually running equipment and my livelihood depended on it. It'd probably be a totally different story. But in a game, I just can't do it. This junk. Looks like I gotta go over this again. Little tiny patches, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because the ground is a little crooked there. I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna go get this done. Leaving all of it behind me now. Yep, looks like it's flipping well there. is done. And then we will teleport all the equipment. Huh. I have the setting set to freeze it in June visuals, and the trees are still flickering. I'm gonna have to check some frame rate issues here. One last little pass and we should be done. Maybe two. Not sure how wide this is up here. Yeah, it's going to be two, I think. Even if I skirt the edge. Right hand side, it's still going to be two passes. I don't want to fold it though. I think I just hit the button fold. Oh, okay, I did. Good. Get this last little tidbit up here on the edge. So I have that. Okay, now I can turn you off and raise you and fold you. Okay, so now I'm gonna run up to the other field so I can set my thingy. And let's go back to the map. We need to run up to 14 and 20. So 14, I am currently right here, so I need to run northwest, which I don't know which direction is northwest. So that's south. This is northwest this way. Run up through my yard. I'm going to set the shop, and then I'm going to teleport the tedder up here. And you can yell at me all you want for not doing this officially, but I don't feel like fighting with roads today. Right, go across the river. Jump. Okay, this is where I need to be. So we're going to set our shop point. Then we're going to go and reset that equipment. So we're going to bull. We're going to reset it. Yes. And the mower, tedder, we're going to reset. Yes. And they should be right here. Haha. Alright. And I'm going to do this just not to bore you guys to tears. Watching me go the wrong way. And complain about the navigation. So we're just going to do that. Make it easier. Oh, that's a sharp looking tractor. Yep. I like it. Unfold it. Let's get our first round of hedgerow done here. Turn you on, drop you down. This field isn't too bad because it has a wide margin around it. You can usually get through here without too much trouble. There's not trees right on top of the edge of the field. So it's not bad at all for doing the larger equipment. This would actually be a nice grass field for me. Wouldn't be a huge producer, but it would be enough to get it going. And it's not that far from the house either. I think I'll just use 60. 60 should be great plenty. Because I'm not in any hurry to get this farm up and running. I think I'll just buy 60 when I get a chance. So hedgerow's done. I can't do full speed. I keep forgetting that. Oh, looks like it did it okay there. Okay, well, must be just because the ground is a little uneven that it doesn't do it in some spots. off just a little further so I can tell if I'm leaving too many chunks. We'll try to keep it to a happy medium. Yep, there, going around that corner, it didn't do a very good job. So we're going to have to do that again. Make sure it gets all tedded. Alright, see if I can do this sideways so I can tell if it's tedding properly. This is one of those eye-hand coordination things that are interesting. When you're looking at a sideways view like this, it's hard to do when you're driving and remain straight or on track where you want to go. Okay, so it seems to be doing okay at like 20 miles an hour, unless I hit a bumpy patch. Take that corner? Yeah, I took that corner just fine. So full speed. So it looks like it's doing okay on flat stretches, okay, but when it does corners, it doesn't like to do full tedding at higher speeds. All right, so we'll do our best to keep it around 20-25. Still like 4 times faster. No, 3 times faster than regular speed, so just fine. Right, get this finished up, and then we'll transfer the equipment again, so I don't spend half an hour driving the wrong roads. Let's see, any other pieces that I need to fix? A little bit there, but I'm not going to worry about that. And then hit this corner again. Then I'll be good to go. And do here. Catch that, and catch most of that. And then swirl around and hit this last piece. Aha! There we go. Alright, so that is tedded. So we will raise it, turn it off, hold it, and then we'll transport it again down to the other, over to, I think 20 is the next one we need to do. And that's the only one we need to do, other than this one. Alright, so I'm going to run straight across, oops, nope, straight across, avoiding equipment and fences and things best I can. Over to 20. High greenhouses, by greenhouses. Oh, can't go in there. Oh, there's a gate. Okay. So I run right behind the gate. Nice. Okay, so I need to continue this way to get to 20. Oops, going south. I need to go north. To field 20. Alright, Set my shop and reset. Equipment from here. Reset. Yes. Okay. Set. Yes. Okay. Alright, so it's all there. And I promise I won't do this with other stuff, but just the contracts to get them done as quickly as possible, I'm going to. So I just wanted the quick influx of cash on these baling contracts. Plus, I could use the bales and stuff for my animals. Just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And we'll just get started here. And this one's got trees fairly close, so I'm going to have to be careful going around it. Alright, Alt-0. Let's turn on super speed. This done. And this is the last field I believe we need to TED, because the final field 60 is just silage bales. So we'll just do this and then we'll windrow everything and bale and we'll be good to go. And I have my own bale trailer, I believe, that I can carry bales with. Otherwise I'll purchase one because I'm going to need a bale trailer anyway. Or lease one, because since I put up the grass dryer, I don't need bales. So I'm going to use mostly loose silage and things. Since I put the fermenting silo up and the grass dryer, I'm going to use loose products, so I don't need balers and things anymore. Which in my opinion is a very efficient way of doing things, is doing grass drying. It saves you a ton of time. And you don't have to use the big silage clamps, which mostly in America I've never seen or heard anyone using the silage clamps, so it might be something that is actually in Europe a lot. And if I'm wrong, somebody can please correct me, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a true life farmer, so I don't know everything. I have never personally heard of anybody using silage clamps in the United States. They may in the larger scale farms. I don't know. So it's a little bit here that needs to be flipped again. It's coming down the hill. That was too fast. And yep, back up. Still missed a few spots, but I'm not going to worry about those. I'll get them on the turnarounds. So 20, 25 miles an hour, give or take. Alright, turn around and okay. And just so you guys know, the goal for my channel is not to be one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. I just want to share what I'm doing and play. I may not completely tailor my channel to what people want. It's going to be what I enjoy playing, what I enjoy working on as far as 3D, showcasing some of the stuff I do when I work with cold press assets and things like that, and just share my knowledge a little bit. I'll share what I know things about. I'm not going to talk about stuff overly much that I don't know much about. Oh, hot air balloon's going over like really low. Where is it? Oh, we can just see the basket there. No, he's up there. It's a nice little touch. this last little corner and we're done tedding this field. Alright, I make sure I'm done. I don't think I have anything left to ted down here. One little pass. Bam. Piece, and we'll just let it ride down the hill, tedding. And then we will stop. Okay, so we tedded 35, we tedded 14, and we tedded 20. So those are the 3 I need to do. This one is just a silage bale. So now I can windrow all 4 of them and get that done. So we're going to shut that off, bring it up, fold it, oops, fold it, and then to appease those that like me to actually drive places, once that's folded, I will actually drive this back to the farm. So we're not too terribly far away. Alright, so you're folded and you're good to go. Now let's see if I can navigate back to the farm without going sideways about 50 times. Okay, go south. And yeah, see, this is an area where it's not very clear where to go. Because everything leads me south of where I want to be. Oh well, let's take it, I guess. Another reason I like this tractor is you can see what's over top of your head. So when you're doing like fork work and things like that, you can see what's going on. And it doesn't give me the feeling that I'm claustrophobic. Oops, I can get through here. It doesn't give me a claustrophobic feeling with the ceiling so close to my top of my head. So that's another reason I really like this tractor. And let's get out of here. Scoot this along. And this connects with the main highway, which goes back up the wrong direction. I'm at the edge of the map. Alright, can I get back to my house from here, please? This is why I'm resetting the equipment. Alright, so that's my harvesting contract that's directly ahead of us, and this way. And then across the bridge. And then I'm back inside that center circle on this map. Alright, back into the city, and I'm glitching just a little bit because it's loading all the textures. Now, can I sneak through here? Nah, let's go around. It's faster and less complicated trying to navigate. Go the wrong way. And drive like a maniac through town. There we are, right at the base of our cornfield. Alright, so we'll jump this back upstairs. And then we'll grab the windrower. Here. And get all this windrowed. And then we gotta bale it all and pick it all up. So it's gonna be something that I'll do mostly. Whoops, wrong way, Nakara. You gotta go this way. Ball. See? I'm living up to my nickname. Wrong way, Nakara. We gotta go in here and drop off the tedder, which will stick right in this hole right here. Give it a quick swish with the washer. Oh, jackknife. Good way to do it. Alright. And get you in there. Good enough. And we'll give both pieces of equipment a quick wash because the tractor's filthy. Alright, she's cleaned up. Majority of it anyway. There we go. And we'll get this thing washed a little bit. Jack. There we go. Now, I need the windrower. Okay, and don't believe I own a baling trailer. I'm gonna look real quick. You good? Is that 18? No. That combine is really tempting, but no. And I don't own any regular bale trailers. Nope, I just have the two little ones. Okay, so I will be selling some of these small and medium tractors because I certainly don't need 5 tractors for this farm. I will figure that out as I go, though. And we'll get this windrowing done. This one's going to prove interesting with this big windrower because of the poles in it. But we'll see what we can do. And we're coming up on 2 hours. I'll probably go for 3, maybe 2, I don't know. I'm still in the mood to stream, so turn that on, drop her down, bring her in here. And this first one is going to be kind of a tricky one to do because I'm going to try and windrow all of the grass here. I might lose some, though. Let's see if I can squeak this right up here. Yep, okay. That's as close as I can get with that. Back up and go around. I have to raise it up because I can't steer it worth a darn. Alright. Can hit it from another angle here. Alright, so it's down. Clear that. Alright, come on, get past. There we go. Okay, so I got most of that, and I'll come from the other direction and get the other side. Go up to the corner here so I can turn around and get my windrow straightened out. Alright, turn around, lift it up, and we'll just turn around and try to match it up so I have a fairly neat windrow here. We'll split it right about here. Come on, drop down the last one. Hello? Drop down the back. Thank you. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go this way. Up around and get all this. And I'm gonna do like I did on the other side and get along the side of the hole with my tractor and get that best I can and get hooked. Alright, there we go. We're clear. Raise that up so it's not redirecting my windrow. And try to get... Oh, nope. Try this. This, and drop it down. We'll get what we can going around this corner. I'm going to have janky windrows, but that's okay. Unfortunately, there's no way to make it look nice and neat going around poles like that. So we're going to move this over. And then we're going to go up along here. And get the normal. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. The tree as I came past. It's not a good thing. Again. A little off center, but oh well. Get this. And as soon as I finish this field, I think I'm going to end the stream. I don't want to bore you guys to tears doing all this, but I'll show you the results of it when I get that far. Because I need a bio break and get up and move around after 2 hours of sitting, simply because I've been having issues with my back and things from sitting so much between my job and streaming and things that, yeah, I need to get up and move, do things. Ugh, another pole. Grr, and there's a fence, so I'm going to lose a lot of grass to these stupid poles. Get off. Okay, I'm gonna have to fold it because I cannot get around that stupid thing. I'm in an area where I can't get through. All right, now unfold it once I get clear. Okay, roll down. I'm just gonna have to get the best I can and then hope I can pick up the rest with the baler in freeform. Bailing, because I cannot get this in there where I need to be. Get off the fence, please. My goodness. There we go. Now I think I'm halfway on track. All right. These couple windrows done, and then I think I'm going to end the stream and do the rest of this off camera. And then I'll let you know what I get for totals and things of the contracts. A little further to get that last bit. Lift her up. Come on, lift the back up. Seriously, lift the back. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I don't know why they have such a long delay there. It's crazy. Craziness, I see. Looks like one or two more windrows and I'll be done. Turn you up. Get you turned around. This last windrow, and then I got a couple down on the other end. That should be it. Good place to stop. Because I just need to rinse and repeat 4 more times. With finish the windrowing, and then I need to turn around and get the baler going too. And I'll probably start up the next stream right at doing the baling. Or finishing the baling, so I'm picking up all the things so you guys can see how much I get off of these fields. Drop this back down. Mess up my windrow. Oh well. Not the end of the world. I'm gonna have some weird pickup stuff to do with the baler anyway. So get this. Bit. Turn and try to avoid the fence that's down here. And yep. And like I said, I'll be streaming later today with Nick the Hick if he's feeling well enough to stream. He has some health issues that he doesn't always get to stream when he wants to. And then I'll be streaming tonight with Anna B. Meyer over on her Twitch channel. And if you guys are interested in mapping at all or cartography, that is a wonderful channel to go to because she is a fantasy RPG mapper, which is role-playing game mapper, but she does it realistically, like the landscape and the erosions and everything would actually be. She has a Greyhawk map out, which is the original world for D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, and she has done it the entire 1,100 square miles of that map in full 3D. She has a 3D file that she's never released, but she uses it for her own uses. That is fully detailed with erosions and rivers flowing the right way and all this stuff. It's a beautiful map. And I think the website is called ghmaps.net if you want to go check her out. Or you can just search Anna B. Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R, cartography, and you'll find her that way also. But I'm going to plug her because she's one of my best friends, and we have a wonderful time streaming together. and we actually get a lot of work done because we both can work and chat and not have to worry about one person watching the chat and not getting anything done. So one last pass. Come on, drop it down. There you go. One last pass and we're done. And I'm going to end the stream here because I've got a lot more wind rowing to do and baling. And then, like I said, I'll record the last little bit of the information in a screenshot or something so I can actually show you guys what I got off the contracts. Actually, I'll give you a shout right now of once that's folded, save the game again, and then we'll look at contracts real quick here so I can show you how much the contracts actually pay. So I've got 4 baling contracts, which is 25.8, almost 26, 15.5, 15, and 16.5. So I'm going to look at 25, 40, 55, 65, almost $80,000 in baling contracts, which is going to be good. Plus, I'll have whatever's left over. And I will not sell what's left over. I'll do my best to not sell more than what they need to finish the contract so I can tell you how many bales I end up with. And then I'm going to do the harvesting contract too, which is on field 57, which I'm going to use my own harvester to do the sorghum and bring it to the grain station. Again, I'll have a little bit of sorghum left over, hopefully, so we'll be doing that. But anyway, guys, you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and I'll maybe see you later today. If not, catch you on the flip side. All right, bye.